Hey, what's up, everybody? It's King Stats here. Welcome to what I have searched up, researched, the first Yakuza 0 no damage run. Now, this run, while I'm recording this part of the video, you know what I'm saying, the intro, I have taken forever just to get to the third chapter. And this game is like, what, 15, 17 chapters? So yeah, it's gonna take a long time. So what I'm trying to say with this is, I ain't talking about the story. Y'all here for the no damage, so I'm gonna give y'all the no damage. Hey, I gotta do a quick little intermission. You know what I'm saying? Doing my YouTube stuff. Make sure to like, sub, and comment. Because we just made it to a big 80. And if you know you like the content, I'm saying when you like it, you can scroll down a little bit. You see a nice subscribe button. It always helps. I know. It was kind of annoying. And I kind of had to just throw this in here because I forgot. I do got to do more on my YouTube stuff. And always plug. Link tree for all my links and all that. And get back to the vid. This run was done on hard and on new game. I can use any means to beat a fight. Nothing is off limits. With that said, let's get into it. The tutorial, as you can probably guess, is very difficult. I have no prep time, and I am thrown immediately into a fight. I'm only going to mention this here, but I see why nobody has done a no damage run on this game. The randomness is the worst part about it. You can get hit, and there will be zero telegraph for you to predict when an enemy is going to attack. I only win this fight because of good RNG. We get to the second fight, and I think, man, I'm not going to lose to this very easy, the easiest fight in the game. Yeah, that was the most random nonsense I've ever seen from this game. This game has you teaching a dominatrix how to be more dominant? How is this even possible, RGG? The best part about this fight, though, is that I can't even save after being the first one. So basically, I have to get good. And I hate those words with a passion. That's the worst thing I've ever heard from Dark Souls. Whoever keeps saying that, which I don't want to say that. But unfortunately, it is true. Unlike the people that say get good, I'll actually show you how it's done. The strat for the grab part of the tutorial is literally just to move while grabbing. Because I don't know the best way to describe it. I think you get like iframes when you do that. Or like when they punch, I guess the guy like blocks it. And the best part about doing the grabbing while moving thing, you get to also like see what everybody's state is at. Because that was the worst part, like I said earlier about this fight, was that it's just so random. So when you get to see everybody, you know what I'm saying, trying to prep for a random hook out of nowhere, you're good. And you can just move through the great analog stick and just move through and wrap it up. Well, since this fight actually went the way it was supposed to go this time, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the tutorial. I know I didn't give a lot of context, but bro, the tutorial took 30 minutes, and I'm only talking about the first fight. That took 30 minutes, and I lost at least 10 times at it from a random hit before I came up with the strategy. But yeah, this fight goes how it's, how everybody else played it. I'm the only person that got hit on this stupid part of the game because Brody wanted to suicide dive and just throw his whole body at me, and I get hit. The entire strategy for this fight is square triangle and a heat action. Alright, since the video is already 4 minutes and 20 something seconds on my end, I don't know the final product yet, you know what I'm saying? This is a work in progress. I keep building on it each time so it doesn't stack up. Remember, I also do this on PlayStation, so I gotta worry about the storage and all that. Because I'm recording everything in this run. So I only keep the main parts and I delete everything else. So that being said, random battles, I'm not going to talk about it unless it's challenging. And I probably won't show the deaths either because I'm trying to save time. Remember, I also, because I'm recording on PlayStation, Share Factory and all that, I only have an hour to get all the entire game on one video. So, any fight that's not like super important, I might mention it. I just found this to be the perfect time to bring it up, so I got y'all. This is the easiest fight in the game, without question. All we do with the fights, they were a very, very bad warm-up to what was to come with this fight. You know, some of y'all might have been waiting for this, and this fight is as bad as you think it is. On this clip alone, which I have 2 separate clips, I failed this 11 times, and that is over 3 minutes. I didn't even talk about the fact that I didn't bring any ab stems, which purposely lower your health so you can get the try again screen in like 5 seconds. So every time I got hit, I had to pause the game, go to the settings button, pick the load game option, load the file, and then I had to wait for it to do that slow loading time. That is the slowest thing I've ever seen. I don't even know why they kept doing that for so long, because that's in like every Yakuza game until like 7. So, bruh, that joint, oh my god, I felt every second of this. And y'all right now, I had to edit it for you, because if I didn't, y'all would have been dead just like I felt doing this. Oh, I was losing brain cells, I was losing hope and motivation to even keep going. I thought this was the end. Yeah, this looks as stupid as you probably think it is. I was at my last rope because I did what no Yakuza player has ever done before in the first chapter of a Yakuza game. I went to every shop to try to find something that would give me a smoking gun so I can get past this godforsaken fight. I also found out something I never knew, however. That is that things such as arcades, shogi, and mahjong are open, which gave me a very nasty thing to consider. Would I have to grind points to visit the shrine to get something busted, maybe? Not only is this the craziest run I've ever done in Yakuza in general, my goddamn editing software is horrendous. Tell me why I'm editing this part of the video and I do a voiceover, they delete my mic audio, so now I gotta do this again. But I got y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the nice version. I came with some good strats. I got very far in this instead of slaving away. And then some no-name bum comes and kicks me. And every attempt past this, let me not say that, but most attempts, they're trash. There's only 2 more in my memory that I know. This one right here, me kicking the butt, and that kick your native. Get to this bastard right here. This bastard is why I thought there was no chance. Look at this. He kicks me, and I get hit. That's the entire clip. What am I supposed to do with that? At Sega, RGG. Who do I need to talk to? Did you see the randomness of that? He went to the side, I was hit. I don't have Ultra Instinct. I don't have Instant Transmission. I don't have any of this. I'm a Japanese thug. What makes you think I'm gonna dodge that, Atlas? My bad, RGG. I'm so used to Persona. My bad, Atlas. I'll fry you another day. Yeah, this wasn't gonna work. I tallied up the deaths I got. Yeah, we're calling them deaths. That's basically what it means to get hit in this run. I'm Mr. Try and hit me. And I'm getting hit 30 times in that fight. Oh my god. And I know y'all see the footage. I haven't even addressed it yet. I went to the underworld of Yakuza. This is the forbidden act, the forbidden practice. You do this, you're outcast from the entire community. Now, the reason I was doing this is because in my head, I wasn't doing enough damage. Because I don't have the Power Surge 2 ability. Because I decided to waste money on Rush, which I didn't even use the entire time. Because I forgot how bad this fight was going to be. I thought the fight was just going to be, oh, it's a little difficult, you know. But then I search it up, I research it, I'm like, wait, nobody has ever done this fight before, no damage. And I made myself the least equipped I could have been doing this fight. So I decided I'm gonna get the money by playing Shogun. Now, this was obviously not my first chance, what I want to say, situation that I was gonna do this. I was actually gonna try to farm random fights. You know, those fights where you can help a civilian out because you're being harassed on the street by some no-name thugs for whatever reason. But those don't spawn. I ran around for a minute around like what I know are like the hotspot areas they'll show up in. They didn't show up. As a matter of fact, there was barely any fights on the map. So I had to do this. And I'm obviously using a guide. I'm not no shogi guy. Don't ask me for no tips. Search it up like the rest of us. But then I'm like, you know what? I got no time left. In my phone, which is what I use for all of this. You know, sometimes I have a script, sometimes I don't for this video. But right now it ain't one of those times. You can probably tell I'm starting a little bit. And I was like, I gotta get practice. I gotta get better at this. And you wanna know why I'm giving you this irrelevant dialogue right here? Because this is irrelevant. And then I play Mahjong because I have no phone battery and I can't search up the answers. And Mahjong was unsuccessful. I couldn't win anything. And everybody was taking from me. Like, what did I do to get taken from? What did I do? Get y'all back to the gameplay, man. It's pissing me off. This is the run. I wasn't playing no games. I lost the first attempt, which I didn't show. I lost the first attempt. I was like, okay. Because I tried to do a little strategy with Rush. Because I thought Rush would let me dodge with the cannon. That didn't work. So here we are. And here we are indeed, dog. Because we smoked through everything. Marlin cannon everybody, nobody touched me. Grenada, gone. The big guy with the... What the hell is he carrying? A couch on top of him? I didn't even think about that till now. But a couch on top of him? Gone. The stupid little boxer? Gone. Grenada 2? Gone. Running up the stairs? Gone. The stairs aren't even there. The window is gone. And my run is gone. Oh my god. Are you serious? No. I don't even want to play this no more, bro. Oh my god, this is the greatest game of all time. Oh my god. Let me show. I don't know if it's the greatest game of all time. So as you can see, this may not be the greatest game of all time, but this has the best try-again system of all time. Bro, there is no way, I ain't gonna lie, if this did not work, I was done. You already hear I can't talk. You know this is without the script. I can't even talk about it. That's just part of my character. We gonna get it right one day, you know what I mean? But this saved me. Because I thought in normal battles, I knew boss battle I wasn't going to get this first try. I'm going to let y'all know that. If you thought I was going to fight big boxer dog Yakuza one first try, when I've never played the game this sweaty before, no sir, no sir. That's not me, bro. I'm sorry. And my ladies watching, you know what I'm saying? Can't exclude y'all out of the equation. But, yeah, dog. I wasn't finna beat this crackhead who just threw his shirt off. First boss in the game threw his shirt off like it was nothing. But yeah, we packed up Yoneda this time. And I was still going grab heavy for some reason. I don't know what was going on in my mind. And now we on Kuze. This man right here. Nothing to be played with. Alright, so from the footage I have, unfortunately there is no footage of me losing to Kuze, but I'll just chalk up 3 to it because I do remember losing to him at least 3 times. The main reasons I lost to him was because I only used Brawler, and as you just seen in the footage, he's very reactive. So using Brawler, which is really a one-on-one, like you know exactly what your opponent's gonna do, so you have the right dodge space, You don't have to worry about like spamming quick steps to get away. Yeah, with Kuze, that's not fully the case. So it's essential for me when I no damage the fight to always stay between these two styles. Another reason it's good is because I can alternate, like let's say Kuze is knocked down. I can get him when he's in a knockdown animation. If I switch to rush, I can do a different heat action. And that ups the damage I do because it's a different heat action. As you can see me demonstrating it right here. That's a lot of damage. If I didn't do that, let me run it back. If I need to focus on ending fights as soon as possible. If I do not do this, this challenge will be infinitely harder. And I already failed at this challenge at least 40 times in this fight alone. This fight alone, 40 times. Chapter 1 of Yakuza 0, which isn't even a hard Yakuza 0 game. I mean, not even Yakuza game. What do you want me to do? But since I was going crazy on editing, I didn't do something that I actually thought of when I just started editing this video today. I want to have all the fights I lost to counted up. So, I know from this fight I have 40. 43 because Kuze I lost to 3 times. The first fight I lost to 6 times. So that's 49. I'm doing this all in my head. I'll show it for you at the end. Second fight I lost 1 time and then I had to go back, which then leads to this being called the third fight. But it's really the first tutorial fight. And I lost in that about 10 times before I figured out the moving strategy while grabbing. And in the other fights I didn't lose at all. Let's go. So I'll calculate that for y'all and I'll get you the total. 60 deaths. Yeah, that should tell you the tone of this run is going to be. And I am seeing now more than ever that this is not going to be able to be dropped in one video. I had way too much to talk about in that first chapter. That's honestly the most I had to talk about, because everything else I've been doing has been really side content, because now we are in chapter 2. I have nothing in the queue because of course I'm going to skip content. Of course, I'm just going to edit, go crazy on edits and only include fights. So imagine there was a cool chapter 2 here, and we'll talk about it. Shakedown, it's normal shakedown, square triangle. And then everything else started opening up after shakedown, because shakedown is that dog. He shook everybody out of their slumber, and now people want to talk to me. As soon as you don't have a Yakuza pin, it's like you're just so much friendlier. I started doing the Michael Jackson sub-story because he has a very good item in his last quest, and he is an investor? We'll call him an investor for the real estate minigame that Kiryu has. And then we go into this random fight, and then I lose 5 times. I lost so many times to this fight that I used the gun. And I usually don't use fights in random encounters, but I don't even remember why I was going there. I think I was trying to save a citizen or something. I joined Pocket Circuit so I could show these kids who really is the king around here. And then we get to the Beast tutorial. The Beast tutorial, I am going to exclude because you have to take damage in the tutorial. And you can't die during the tutorial. So, wipe this from you. This never happened. This fight against this nobody wouldn't have really been mentioned, but I got hit 2 times. So, yeah, that's about it. Just get nice rush combos and then you're good. After some great plot, we get to see Shakedown on the bench. Now at this point in the game, this is incredibly rare. Like very rare. Like I did a whole other start of a series before this and never seen him, and I played way longer on that save than this one at this point in the save. So yeah, it's very good. Before I continue the story, I did 3 of Bacchus's training arcs or missions, and I didn't put any of it because they were all very easy and I took no damage from them first try. The song is a banger, but the fight is not. And I had to use more ammo because just forget these dudes and their random hits, like it hit in the middle of nowhere, dog. It's cool for realism. It's hell for a no damage run. Now we get to Oda. Get this dude too, bro. I counted. It was 16 or 17 losses. His first phase is okay. It was a little unpredictable for me at first, but then I started getting the hang of it. His second phase, throw it out the window. I searched up no damages for his second phase. I didn't even have the upgrades to do it. So I just decided, okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna prep. And I get some more fights. It's crazy because I remember this fight that I'm showing y'all. This fight happened when I came out of a save box, bro. They were literally sitting there. As soon as I got out the save, I couldn't leave the fight. I couldn't do anything. Nothing. I just had to sit there and watch me get hit over nothing. But that was easy because it's a normal fight. And after thinking about it, I was like, you know what? I can actually beat Oda at the current level I am. I don't need to do any grind. So I come back, I beat the Tachibana guys again. With the same strategy, no deaths. Clap it up. Clap it up. I might put a clapping sound effect for that. Now then, Oda. This one was very easy compared to the other one. It took me about 3 tries. You know, random hits, and I was figuring out my strategy. Actually, before I go into my winning attempt, let's talk about the one of the attempts I lost on this part. It was very heartbreaking. My strategy was going very good. I was using, I was using heat actions for the second phase to try to boost our way out of it, so we didn't have to really worry about him being a weirdo and having a hyper armor, which means if you hit him, he doesn't get phased. He just, oh, that was cute, and then just punches me back. Because of course every game has to have that. So I got too greedy, and then I think I was trying to do another heat action as fast as I can, and then he just punished me for it. But the final phase, I was perfectly calm, poised, and just went through my plan, and it was easy. Hey, look at my chapter 2 overview right now, you know what I'm saying? Yes, we got to the end. This is the last fight of chapter 2. Before we go into my main man's arc, which I didn't even like when I first played the game. Well, I mean, I say the arc, but like his fighting style compared to Kiryu's. We'll get into that when we get to my dog. So let's talk about the fights I had to do. In total, out of 17 fights, 32 fights. 32 fights total is what we had to do. Now on to my main man, Majima! This challenge really made me fall in love with his style. Before, I never understood how people liked his fighting style compared to Kiryu's. But now with this challenge, I definitely see why. It's incredibly efficient and very flashy. This first fight you see right now, it's a tutorial. So, you're supposed to not get hit. Like, it says it, like, don't get hit. Come on now. The second tutorial is very easy. It's called Maki, having an amateur moveset, which makes it very easy to read, resulting in a first try no hit. The third fight I get, it's a very good feature of Majima's section. Because now he's in Soenburi. Soenburi is very small compared to Kamurocho, which means the shakedowns don't really have a place to hide at or just random places to spawn. And they only spawn like at the main bridges. Mostly like 80% of their spawns are at the bridges. And shakedown is shakedown. So square triangle. And I probably won't mention them again. This editing software stay pissing me off, y'all. This is the second time that this nonsense happened. where it wants to take away my mic audio, bro. PlayStation can't do nothing right. But I'll basically show what I was talking about. So we go more into the story. We get the slugger style. And to fully get out of that scene with the slugger style, we have to beat Fei Hu, who's the master of it. He only hit me one time because he got a lucky shot, but he's just a normal enemy, so he goes down very easily. And we get to another moment where I can yap a little more. So, we are at the great, the fantastic, the very underrated system. Being whatever the hell this is, bro. Sega always messes something up they have good. I swear to you. All these games, they always put some stupid feature in that was unnecessary and unrequired. Nobody asked for this, bro. You're never gonna hear Yakuza 0 fan be like, man, I want to play a mobile game. Like, what is this? But thankfully, it's not that bad. And the main reason I try to get every piece of equipment is because with Kiryu, he also gets access to this weapon shop, which means he can access everything Majima has. First thing I was trying to get when I played it was to get the Zap Gun. The Zap Gun is very, very good against Shakedown, or really any enemy in the game, especially if you have the right setups with it. Very good. And it's very safe to use too. You can easily stock up the inventory, which I believe has 30 open slots, or 15 to 30 slots, which you can just fill with weapons. And each shotgun has like 16 shots. So yeah, we can definitely do damage. And it honestly feels required with Shakedown to avoid 10-minute square triangle fights and running around hoping he does the same dive animation he does. Another thing of note was there's something called a tattered scarf, which I got, and I didn't even think it was going to be important, but that's why I decided to get everything, because this game still surprises me. And I have over 400 hours in it. I was very surprised to see there's an item that actually lowers the rates where enemies will hit you. Very surprising, I know. Alright, so since I'm still on chapter 3 right now, while voiceovering this, not a lot has really gone on so far. Main thing, I haven't progressed the story past this part, and all I've been doing is sub-stories. So, I'm going to skip all the irrelevant sub-stories and get to one that is essential for this run. And it is the run with the guy who has the staging, and everybody's trying to beef over him and just rip the staging off his back. And then he asked Majima, hey, help me go across this bridge. And I already knew this fight was going to be bad, but I really want to do this right now because of the reward you get, which of course I'm going to tell you after I tell this little part. So we get to I start the mission off. I'm thinking I don't have to use any weapons. I fail miserably. Bro, they sending waves after this man. Bro, who did you rob? Who did you rob for this jacket, bro? They send waves and it's over, because what am I supposed to do? No weapons. I don't even have Breaker yet. All I have is this booty slugger style. I'm not playing with it, bro. It moves slow as hell. I go second try. Second try of this fight? Way better. I pop him and everybody's actually one shot, which is very good to know. And now I'll talk about the reward. We get the encounter finder. Or trouble finder. I don't know what the hell it is for this dude, Majima. But this is essential because Shakedown will appear on your map every time, like, how do I explain this? Shakedown will appear every time you have this equipped. But if you beat him, you have to like go back in a restaurant to reload him back. But that's not an issue. The main benefit is obvious. Now we can farm Shakedown and have a way more manageable way to get money. And it's a lot to it. His last forms easily give 1 billion yen each. We got a young Ryuji Goda here. His main thing, he looks tough because he has a fat L bar. That's a very, very fake health bar. All you have to do is bait out one attack he has, she'll run and charge at you, and he's very easy to abuse. W fight. You know, for anybody that was caping for this style, please sit down. Please, this style is so horrendous at this state of the game. For no damage, it's not even funny, dog. Like, it's so... Especially this guy. His fight is so inconsistent. Searched up a god that did this fight no damage. Tell me how I do the same exact strategy he did. The sucker goes to the right, hits me. How did you hit me? You're supposed to be stuck. And all you had to do was do a square. It was entire little animation thingy. And they don't even let me do that. Yeah, this style is horrible. So I only did the first one out of just pure, like, I don't even know what to call it, willpower. Because willpower and arrogance. That's kind of what has me do these runs. Because I'm like, nobody did a no damage run, but we have whole no damage videos of this game. I might as well put my stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? The royal stamp. But his second phase, get his second phase. I'm finna wait till I can get more upgrades. For real, this fight is garbage. Slugger is an L, dog. Don't even cape for this style, please. You're gonna look stupid. You know, I will admit that Slugger is a good style. The issue is, for this run, it is very inconsistent, and enemies will just hit me regardless of what I do. So yeah, this style so sucks. Fight me. Now that all the Slugger fans are pissed off, we could talk about how my sub-story time was. Very mundane. As you can see in the footage, it was just R1X through the entire dialogue, because I already know the story. I mean, 400 hours. I hope to God I know these sub-stories. So I'll just show the most interesting bits. If she won't take you, I will. Hey, yo, get this man. Nah, bro. Bro is crazy out here. I lose one fight due to the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen in this run. And remember, this first chapter was like 20 minutes of me yapping about how many strategies I tried to use. So that's saying a lot. But just like all gamblers, their luck runs dry. This dude thought he was that man! Now you're dead! Who the hell did this guy think he was, bro? He tried to come with that nice little hit. Ah, bro. You facing Doug. Don't sleep. Look at him holding his chest. Yeah, boy! Little bird chest! Yeah, look at him. He already knows what's the deal. Get out of my city, man. Who the hell did this guy think he was, bro? What the hell even is back here? What is this? This is a place? Alright. Just stop geeking. Oh yeah, I was gonna put this in the script, but I guess I'll mention it right now. I might just say this again. But I did figure out another strategy. And that's what I'm doing right now. The strategy is to keep it very simple. Is that I am going to do all sub-stories as soon as I can with Majima and do as minimum sub-stories with Kiryu. Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense because why the hell would you just... Why wouldn't you just do the same for both? The reason is because of their business minigame. Majima's sub-story minigame is the Cabaret Club. With the club, you have to spend most of your time being in the minigame. With Kiryu, his is real estate, and you spend most of your time outside of it. So I just wanted something to do with my time. That may or may not work. Man, tell him what my name is, dog! This dude tried to pull the same... Oh, now boy! Slashed your whole family lineage away from you. That's how hard I hit you, bruh. Come on. What the? Oh my god. Already started busting it down, dog. Why you hating? That wag joint. No movement. I don't know if I should be ashamed or not, but this guy did hit me 6 times. Which, it was really luck because this boss surprisingly has very good recovery. But as long as you loop him, it's fine. I wish I didn't have to mention this guy, to be very honest with y'all. This is another fight which I surprisingly lost to a lot. The main issue is the boss, but instead of just going after him, which I usually did after every attempt, I would just go beat on the minions, which low-key makes more sense, and I would just evade the main boss, leading to an easy victory. Now we're back to the main story. After all these side missions, how did it fare? And with that, it concludes the chapter. Overall, this was definitely the easiest chapter. I had the most time to prep. So let's count up all the deaths we got. In total, we did 20 fights, and we had 18 deaths as a result of it. Very good compared to the other ones where it was like 32 and 50. So yeah, Shakedown got shook, and now the game is shook too. We started this chapter by losing twice in our first 2 fights. Very good job, me. On another note, this is something that was out of my control. While I was recording advancing the plot in chapter 4, my PlayStation crashed, which means I lost all the footage. So I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna just show the fight. You know what I'm saying? We get Breaker and all that. Alright, cool. The tutorial for Breaker is, well, very surprising, easy. The trainers in this run completely suck. Breaker is off limits. You have to survive 2 minutes without taking 1 point of damage. And the red guy, who I guess is like the master of everybody else, if you knock him down, he'll do a wake-up attack, which guarantees you're going to get hit. So I would have to try to focus my way with the other guys. Omaki is very inconsistent. I was trying to see a strategy because he's obviously more hand-to-hand, so I'm like, oh, maybe I can just get his pattern. Nah, his patterns are weird. Even trying to bait him to do predictable attacks is unreliable. So I just decided to go do no trainers for Majima at this point until I get more skills I can use when we do his business minigame. Before I progress in the main story, I did get the zap gun from the weapon trading place. Whatever the hell it's called, weapon crafting, buying, all that. I did put some time in it and I got the zap gun. This is the best upgrade I've gotten. As you can see, Shakedown's health is melting. It only takes about 3 guns to kill him, and that results in about 1 billion yen. And it only takes like 2 million to repair a pair of guns. So yeah, you see the math. The math is mathing very well here. Now we're going to the main plot again. Oh my god, he just killed Majima, bro. This fight wasn't bad. The biggest issue was trying to get out of his second phase as quick as possible. Massive Man has hyper armor and starts to act real fidgety in his second phase. It made me very nervous every time I got there, but with the well-timed heat action, it's finally down. Man, Slugger is so trash. Even as my controller's turning yellow. Let me get out of here. Yeah, I killed this dude already, bruh. I don't want to see my controller light turning red. I mean, freaking yellow. I'd rather be red. Now, I know I said the boss wasn't that bad, but this fight is. This tight room is terrible for this fight, because this bastard with the gun just loves to let off. That's not even the worst part. He has boxing moves, which will just come out of nowhere with. And then he has two buddies, which play the rebound guy. And as soon as he gets tired, they just come in and let loose. So it's just a bunch of distractions. But when you got it, you just got it. You might be asking, what about the Makoto sections? Those must have been hard for you. What about the Makoto sections? Jesus. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I just thought about it. Oh, I don't think I brought any. Oh, did I? At least I did. Switch. This man Majima had this dude looking crazy back in the clinic. And he came back for more? Don't worry, bruh. I got him. Just ultra instinct with my freaking shotgun gun. Shotgun gun. Yep, you heard me right. Not even gonna explain that. So this concludes chapter 4. And with that, our review for this chapter is it wasn't that bad. It's about the same as chapter 3. Majima's is way easier just because we can farm shakedown and I can actually build an arsenal to actually come up against fights instead of chapter 1, which y'all know chapter 1, I don't gotta explain it again. But the total fights we've had is 18, and total times we died is 19. So yeah, pretty nice, and I really found this very enjoyable after messing up my other run, my Persona 3 run, which I'll link in the description for anybody else to watch. I am sorry though that I couldn't get it all in one part. Chapter 1 took way longer than it should have. I was definitely there for at least 5 hours just trying to figure out something for that chapter. So I hope with that y'all can understand. And my bad if there's any background noise, but that should be the end of part 1. Like, sub. My goal is 100 subs. You heard me at the end of the video. 1,000. I will do this run. 1,000 subs. I will do this run on Legend, which I know is basically permadeath, but I'll do it for y'all if y'all get me to 1,000. If that's what y'all want. If not, tell me something else I could do on a game. I got Persona, Yakuza, Red Dead Redemption, I got all types, so if you put a game, I probably have it. God bless, peace, King is out.